Hello everyone, welcome to my current faves video. So there's been so much shopping happening lately with Christmas, with the Sephora sale, with all the sales going on. And all that being said, these things, regardless of if I bought them 6 months, a year ago, or last week, are truly the things I've been grabbing day in and day out for an easy go-to mom and work-friendly look. All right, I'm just gonna jump in, you guys. Again, these are things that I've been loving and grabbing almost on the daily for easy go-to looks. Life is crazy right now, so I'm all about easy, wearable, looks good in real life looks, okay? First of all, I'm gonna start with skincare. I never talk about skincare, but I have been using this brand called Naturium. You can get it on Amazon now, but you can also get it at Shoppers here in Canada. And I honestly think that my skin has not looked this clear and bright in a really long time. I think one of the things I can probably attribute it to is this, if you can see right, it's called the Vitamin C Super Serum Plus. It's got retinol, salicylic acid, it's got hyaluronic acid, vitamin C, and niacinamide. It is a powerhouse. And it was only like $45 Canadian. And honestly, I didn't buy a lot of the Black Friday sale stuff on like SkinCeuticals and all those high-end brands because I really am so happy with this. And I had to really fact check myself and say, just because it's more expensive doesn't always mean it's better. And I really do see a difference using this. And then alongside this is this copper peptide, what's it called? Multi-peptide advanced serum. And it's got copper peptides. It's got ferulic acid, collagen. It's got a lot of good things. So the days I do not put my prescription retinol on, I've been putting this on. And again, it's nourishing. My skin feels plump and hydrated. And I don't know which one it is because I started them at the same time, but both of these together, my skin is really, really enjoying it. And again, the best way I can describe it is I look really bright. Like it's helped with any discoloration. Maybe it's helped brighten and lighten my complexion. I just look really even. Like my skin tone looks very even is the best way to say it. Okay, I've been kind of trialing a lot of bases, you guys. You know about this one. I love and adore the Giorgio Armani, oops, wrong way. The Giorgio Armani skin tint. When you first put it on, the best way to describe it is it goes on and you're like, okay, it's like a decently coveraged skin tint. That's bad English. The skin tint covers well, looks nice. But then I honestly feel like the more time you give it, and as you're doing your makeup and as you set it and use your setting powder and finishing spray, then I'm kind of like, oh, this looks really good. And then as the day goes on, I'm like, oh, this still looks really good. But initial application, even when I first tried it, I was like, oh, okay. But then honestly, give it a minute or two and it just looks so great and natural and stays on really well all day. The only downside I would say, I use like 3 pumps, like 2 at least. So even though it's 30 mils, which is comparable to lots of other bases, skin tint, foundation alike, I feel like I will go through it quicker because I use a minimum 2 pumps, minimum. And a lot of other products I can use 1 and I'm good. And then because I'm always trying and testing new stuff, I still love the Makeup by Mario, the brand new one. I've been really liking the Natasha, but this one has kind of been a go-to of mine, an old school Dior Face and Body in the shade 2W. Oh, I should say, I use L3 in this one, but I use 2W in this. And again, because my days are so crazy, I usually just throw on my makeup so quick and I need it to last through meetings, through kids' activities. This is waterproof, so it gives like a little bit more longevity than some of my other ones, I would say. And again, when I put it on, I'm like, okay, looks good, does the job. But as the day goes on and I see the longevity it has a great, very natural finish, it's never blown my socks off. I've had this a couple times over the years, but it's been a really good, basic, but reliable and natural looking base that I've been using a lot lately. Okay, concealer. I bought this at the Sephora sales. This is new to me and the hype is real. It's the Tower 28 concealer. I don't know the exact name, serum concealer, and I have the shade IE. This one I am really, really liking. I haven't grabbed any other concealer really since I bought this. I did buy the Hourglass at the sale, a few others. I love my Natasha. I love my House Labs, but this is amazing. I really like it because it's foolproof. You can put this on, You can use any brush you want. I'm never worried about it going on too heavy or looking too cakey. It just blends into the skin and gives the perfect amount of coverage. I even use this a lot of the times. I don't even wear a base a lot of the time. I'll do like a glowy, I have like a MAC, that new serum illuminizer thingy. I really like it, but I'll use this. I'll put it on all my trouble spots. I'll blend it in because it is so serumy. It blends in to my whole face really flawlessly. Perfect amount of coverage, stays on really well. Again, it's kind of foolproof. If you don't want to worry about something that'll slip and slide, but something also that's not too heavy and cakey and you can get carried away really quickly. I noticed that with the Hourglass. I feel like it can look a little too heavy very easily. This is not it. So really liking the Tower 28 concealer. I cannot put it down. And then for like complexion, I've been kind of back into, this is boring, you guys, but I've been back into Merit, all my Merit goodies. I have the bronzer in the shade Leo, and I've been really digging my Bespoke Flush Bomb. Again, like they're kind of foolproof and dummy proof when I'm trying to get ready for work and I have on camera meetings and I just want to look a little bit more put together. Leo, I think, is a deep enough shade that it actually shows up compared to some of Merit's other bronzers. It blends it in 2 seconds. It gives me a nice warm glow. And then Bespoke, you guys, you're going to see the powder blush I've been using too, but really loving this because I feel like as I've been getting paler in these winter months, all my blushes are looking orange. All the ones that I loved in the summer months that gave me that nice like warm flush are going orange on me, and it's driving me bonkers. And sorry, is the light's starting to poke through. It's driving me bonkers. This Bespoke one has enough of like a purpley hue that it actually is canceling out any type of orange that's trying to come through on my warm complexion. So I've been really, really digging that tone because it's not going orange. It's just a nice, healthy flush. And then I think the star of this video, I'm not gonna lie, I got this Benefit Cheek Score Trio. I don't know why that was hard. And it comes in these 3 shades. Okay, it comes in Willa, Dandelion, and then Winter, I think, is a limited edition shade. And I don't know if it's coming across on the camera well, but these give such a beautiful, luminous, powdery finish to the skin. And I think these colors, they nailed them. They would be good. Like this Dandelion, it's a bit fair on me right now with my complexion. It'd be great on fair complexions though. It just doesn't show up on me that well right now. Willa, stunning on light to medium complexions. It has a bit more warmth to it, but still has like, it comes across pinky on me as well. And then Winter, that is what I have on today. And let me tell you, the purpley, beautiful winter tone that this is so beautiful. And you can see like it does, my natural light's coming in right now. It catches the light, these blushes, and it's not matte at all, but it's not super glittery. It just looks very glowy. So if you're not a glowy blush girl, don't get these, but I got this at Shoppers Drug Mart. It was like 50 bucks, I think, for all 3 of these. Super economical. Really, 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 really like these. I've been using it on the daily, pretty much over top of my Merit or on its own. Same thing. The Merit, some days I'm using on its own. Some days I'm putting them together. It's just whatever floats my boat that day. This is boring, but for setting powder, it's Huda all the way. I mean, I have Makeup by Mario. I have Kosas. I have Laura Mercier. I grab this every day, and I don't even think twice. For pressed powders, I've been back into my Morphe Cloud Light blushes. I use these every day right now. I do use the Huda in the middle of my face where I'm a bit more oily. But then always to set my cream products and always in my cheeks regardless, I've been using these because they give a soft candlelit glow, very similar to the Hourglass, but way cheaper. And it just doesn't look chalky and heavy on my cheeks. It just sets everything while maintaining a bit of a glow. I even use these in my T-zone some days and it's fine. I just usually prefer a bit more matte because I do get oily as the day goes on. But I can use this in my T-zone and I don't hate it. These are so affordable and such a great option for a pressed powder, especially if you want to maintain a bit of a glow. I've been using, again, the darker color. This is the color Sunset. This has been my favorite bronzer lately. Again, it's got a bit of a like a red undertone, I would say, but I like that. And it looks, again, so luminous as a bronzer without being shiny at all. It just looks like satiny, I don't know, it's just natural and it looks good. Just trust me, it's good. For my eyes, I've been using my MAC Patina, this little guy that usually sits in a quad, but I've got other stuff in my MAC quad right now, so this has been solo. but it's just the prettiest like burnished bronze. It looks bronzy, but it almost looks silvery at the same time. And I think with my like green eyes, it's just a really nice way to define my eyes without looking too heavy and done up, as opposed to like a champagne shimmer that sometimes just looks a little too glowy. I don't want to do dark. This is like the perfect in between, just like wash of color that makes my eyes pop. And for eyeliner, I got influenced to try. Woo! I lost the lid, which is the problem I'll talk about. This Clinique High Impact Gel Eyeliner in the shade Black Honey. I think, again, with someone with kind of green and hazel eyes, this very kind of deep purpley tone really works magic to make the eyes pop. So I've been using it. It's not so intense as a black, so it just is a really nice way to define my lash line. I love the color. This lid, if you're not careful, like you just think you put it on, like sometimes I'm just so quick. If I don't really make sure I click it on, it falls off and then it dries out. And then I would say that this is a drier gel formula. So if you want something that really glides on and slips on your eye and is easy to blend, this is a stickier, or just, it's not as smooth of a formula. So you have to be prepared for that. I still like it for a really quick look, but it's not great to like do a little baby wing or anything like that. You need something softer, in my opinion. Still a pretty color. Mascara. I'm a drugstore mascara girl at heart, and I got influenced to try this Extensionist mascara from L'Oreal. It's Extensionist Telescopic. It's what I have on. I've been testing it for a while. I do really like the way it gives lots of length while still a tad bit of volume. Some days I get raccoony from it, some days I don't. So I'm going to keep testing it and see, because that's my pet peeve. The only one that does not give me raccoon eyes is the Sky High by Maybelline. It really, truly is. So I am liking it. I do like the way it gives me length, definition, all the things. I just wish it wouldn't give me raccoon eyes some days. I don't know why. Why some days and some days not? I have no idea. Okay, for lips. I've been kind of dabbling with my Rhode, actually, and my little like five from my Makeup Forever that I got on Black Friday. No, the sale. Same thing. All the sales blended together. But I've been using Twist in Rhode. And again, it just gives a really natural kind of contour to the lips that I'm really enjoying. I don't like a heavy lip liner at all. I really do kind of hate the whole heavy lip liner where the lip liner really stands out, and then the lighter lip color and I don't like that look. So this gives a very subtle contour to the lips. And then I usually also use it with one of these. And what I'm wearing on today is Wherever Walnut, which has been kind of my go-to, along with Anywhere Caffeine. Anywhere Caffeine. That one is actually, I thought it would go more orange on me than it does, and it doesn't, and I really enjoy it. So I've been using those kind of just to give some definition. And then I have kind of two go-to lips I've been using a lot. Right now, I have on this limited edition YSL in this beautiful gold package. The shade is 21. It is so pretty, in my opinion, because you can top it over any lip liner, and it just brings it to life with this beautiful glisten and glow. When I use this, I typically do fill in my whole lip with whatever lip liner and then top this on top. On its own, it is a little pale, which is okay in some circumstances. Sometimes, though, I want to have a little bit more color underneath, so I line my whole lip, or I top this over top of a lipstick. And then what I'm using more so on the day today, I'm really back into my Ole Henriksen lip treatments. I have the shimmery ones, the creme brulee and the lingonberry. These, this time of year, are just, oh, the sun's really poking in, guys. Let me fix this. Okay, guys, sorry, I turned my camera quickly for a second just because I'm getting light blaring at me. Really quickly to finish up this video, these are very, very hydrating. And when I first bought these, I was like, they're great, but I was using other products more often, like Summer Fridays and other ones, because they were a little more slippy, and I kind of like that. But this time of year, I'm really finding that I want that thick, cushiony hydration because it's cold. There's snow on the ground here in Edmonton. It's freezing cold today. And this just really does the trick for really feeling like I'm getting a hydrating hug on my lips. So these are in rotation like daily now for me, just to really give me a bit of shine and shimmer, a little bit of color, and just really do the job of actually treating my lips. And I think that is it, which is good because I'm losing my lighting. If you can see, the sun's starting to poke in, which is beautiful for doing your makeup, but not good for filming. So I'm going to end it there. hope this was helpful to kind of give you some insight into some great things that aren't necessarily new and wonderful and exciting, but just tried and true ones that work well for me every day in my life right now. Yeah, these are great little gift ideas too for the women in your life. If you have any questions on the colors, the formulations, anything like that, please ask me in the comments below. I love testing and trying out stuff if people ask me to do it. That's why I'm here, is to help your shopping experience and help you make good choices. Go ahead and like and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.